No? Okay, all right. Wonderful. Krishnas, whenever you are ready, we'll start the screen share. Or you take time, let us know how.
About 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay, all right. We'll discuss some few points to the time for 3 minutes then. Hare Krishna. Okay. See, the Bhagavad Gita is a song of God, and it is something, whatever Krishna says, always has a meaning behind it. I'll tell this one important secret how we should study these verses. Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj had shared this with us that we must understand and study the verses not from our point of view, that we are not really understanding things. We must understand and study it from the point of view of the speaker. What is the speaker trying to communicate, then convey? Okay, this will help us in many ways. A, in understanding the scriptures very deeply. So, what is Krishna trying to communicate to us, convey to us? And second, he will try to say, and second is that materially also we will not be cheated. So, what happens is this, that if we try to say that somebody tells us, okay, listen to my class, I am giving big classes online here. So you must think, what is the motivation behind this? Is the motivation is pure just to give knowledge, or the motivation to collect a crowd to promote oneself? So unless and until we understand why somebody is wanting to give us knowledge, I do not accept knowledge from those people. After certain experience, you will know what to pick up, what not to pick up. You can pick up from anywhere. But till the time that we have got that particular chakshu, that knowledge, that experience, it is always very important to be very particular about whose knowledge you must get and receive, from where you must do. Is that okay? If we follow this, I'm telling you, your half of the problems will be solved. Will be completely solved. But if you do not do this, then you will be always in difficulty. You will always find yourself in a situation where you are hearing from here also, you're hearing from there also. You will end up nowhere. So we have to be razor sharp upon why should I receive anyone's knowledge. Just like we are very particular about the prasad, before anything goes in, we ask 50 questions, right? Similarly, with our ears, we have to ask 50 questions. Why should we allow somebody to get into our ears and through the ear into our brain, into our consciousness, in our heart, and everything? Because it is through ears, anything can be taken. We can be easily fooled. Our eyes, we can be easily fooled. So be very particular. We don't have to be making announcements for this, but we can ourselves be judged. Like I remember a very nice devotee, Guru Maharaj, would have this. Whenever we would be coming together to meet Maharaj, he would be there with us. He was a Western person, devotee, and very nice. He's still even now also very clever. And Maharaj said once, I had noticed it, but I did not really took it so seriously. So Maharaj said, just see him. He's coming, sitting with you, all of us here. Bhagavatam class is going on, Bhagavad Gita discussion is going on. When the class is over, we would sit and discuss here, there. But he would stand up and walk away. As I said, I noticed it, but I'm not as clever to understand why and what. Unless Maharaj said, this is the point. To this extent, we have to be very particular and discriminating. Okay? I just thought I'd share this with you. So it's very, very important. Why would somebody speak? Why should I give my ear time? Business people say, no, tell me why should I invest my time with you? When you are going for a job, they say, why should we hire you for a job? Or why should I listen to you? What is in it for me? This is the word they use, basic things. Same thing. Apply this everywhere. What is in it for me? And what is in it for you? You want my eyeballs to have your YouTube channel and be promoting yourself? It's another thing. Or you're really interested in training me? If you are, then why are you interested in training me? Yeah? Remember this. Okay. Wonderful. Now, can we please, Krishnadas, when you're ready, can we please share the screen? Thank you.
Well, there's a bit of a technical delay. I think we'll take about another minute.
Another minute? Okay, no problem. Take your time. Okay, we've got some absenteeism. We've got Suchi Mataji. My sincere apologies. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend today's class. Unplanned however circumstances. I'll make sure to watch some YouTube later and make notes. Share my reactions here. Thank you. That's Deepak Prabhu saying this. Suchi Mataji, apologies. I won't. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, or Krishna Prabhupada. I'll be joining a little late, around 11 o'clock, under circumstances. Okay, it's two. Right. Thank you. When you're ready, Krishnadas. Okay, you take more time, then it's fine. We can do something else.
Done now.
Okay, thank you. Looks like the screen share has started now. In Vaikuntha, the spiritual world, we want some volunteers who would like to read, please. Someone from the beginners program. What about Varun Vyas? He's here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, we can't see you.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm a bit unwell today. That's why I was able to
Okay.
wake up a bit late.
No, that's okay. I understand. Are you able to read, or you're not able to read? You're in a bed.
I can read, Prabhuji. I'm sitting, I'm listening. I can read that.
Okay, please read then.
Oh, yes. Yes, please. Give me a second. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me this chance and taking the classes. Thank you, all the devotees for coming in class. Uh, I'll start. In Vaikuntha, the spiritual world, there is no anxiety. Vaikuntha means freedom from anxiety. And in Vaikuntha, the liberated souls are always dancing, chanting, and taking prasad. There are no factories, hard work, or technical institution. There is no need for these artificial things. In Vedanta Sutra, it is stated, Anandamayo Vashya. God is Anandamaya, full of bliss and pleasure. Since we are part and parcel of God, we are also we also possess the same qualities. So the goal of yoga process is to join with the Supreme Anandamaya, Sri Krishna, to join his dance party. Then we will be happy. We will be actually happy. On this earth, we are trying
You
to
want to join? You want to
artificially.
join a dance party? I want to join a dance party. Yes, dance. Your sickness will go away. Hare Krishna. Continue, continue.
On this earth, we are trying to be happy artificially, and therefore and are therefore frustrated. Once we are situated in Krishna consciousness, we will revive our original position and become simply joyful. Since our actual nature is Anandamaya, blissful, we are always searching for happiness. In the cities, we are inundated with advertisements, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, and dance halls are always announcing, come here, come on, here is Ananda, here is pleasure. That is because everyone is searching for Ananda, pleasure. Our Society for Krishna Consciousness is also announcing, here is Ananda. But our standard of pleasure is very different. In any case, the goal of pleasure is the same. The pleasure is the same. Most people are hunting for pleasure on the gross material platform. The more advanced search for pleasure is speculation, philosophy, poetry, or art. The Bhakti Yogi, however, searches for pleasure on the transcendental platform, and that is his only business. Why are people working so hard all day? They are
Could
thinking.
you repeat this sentence again? Most people. Thank you, Gauri.
Tonight, I shall enjoy tonight.
No, no, just repeat from most people
Okay,
are hunting.
yes, ma'am. Most people are hunting for pleasure on the gross material platform. The more
So what do you
advanced
understand
search,
by this? Yeah, please continue. Please continue.
the more advanced search for pleasure is speculation, philosophy, poetry, or art. The Bhakti Yogi, however, searches for pleasure on the transcendental platform, and that is his only business. Why are
Okay, just see here. Prabhupada used the word hunting for the gross materialists, hunting for pleasure. And then for other two, it is searching for pleasure. Hunting because gross materialist doesn't understand what pleasure is.
Hmm.
So you have to go out and hunt. The animal hunting is a game of chance, working very hard. You have to go out from your house, prepare yourself, pack your bags, take your ammunition, and go and hunt. Yeah,
Hmm.
the hunting business.
Hmm.
Very difficult. But those who are transcendentalists, who are searching after the philosophical speculation, or poetry, or art, a little bit sophisticated. They search it out in these things.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the bhakti yogis, they're searching for pleasure in the transcendental platform. And that is his only business. Now, this is very important to understand. Only business for bhakti yogi is to search out pleasure which is beyond this material world on the transcendental platform. This is pure devotional service. We may all have this in our limited capacity, but to have it continuously is our perfection, which we must aim for. Yeah, please continue. Thank you.
Why are people working so hard all day? They are thinking, tonight I shall enjoy. Tonight I shall associate with this girl or with my wife. Thus, people are going through so much trouble to acquire a little pleasure. Pleasure is the ultimate goal, but unfortunately, under illusion, people do not know where real pleasure is to be found. Real pleasure exists eternally in the transcendental form of Krishna. Perhaps you have seen pictures of Krishna, and if so, you have noticed that Krishna is always joyful, always jolly. If you join his society, you will also become jolly. Have you seen? Have you ever seen pictures of Krishna working with a machine? Have you ever seen pictures of Krishna smoking? No, he is by nature full of pleasure, and if you unfold yourself in that way, you will also find pleasure. Pleasure cannot be found artificially. आनंद चिन्मय रस प्रतिभावित भाविताभेश तभेय एव निज रूप रूपतया कलाभि गोलोक एव निवस्य निवस्त अखिलात्म भूतो गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Translation of Srila Prabhupada. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, residing in his own realm, Golok, with Radha, resembling his own spiritual figure, the embodiment of the ecstatic potency by possessed of the 64 artistic activities in the company of her confidants, Sakhis, embodiment of the expansion of her bodily form, permeated and vitalized
Extensions. Embodiments
ex-
of the extensions of her bodily form.
embodiments of the extensions of her bodily form, permeated and vitalized by his ever blissful spiritual rasa. Brahma Samhita, chapter
This is
4.
very important. What is this word? It is so fantastic. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, residing on his own realm, Goloka. That's where Krishna resides, Golok, with Radha, resembling his own spiritual figure.
Hmm.
So his spiritual figure, Krishna, is Radha. They both are one, not separated. When they both can be found in Goloka. The embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of the 64 artistic activities. So there are 64 artistic qualities of Krishna and Radha. It's a deep subject matter. It's very difficult to understand, but still, including making a bed is an artistic quality. How many of us make bed? I've seen people making bed, very nice, the no crease before they go to sleep. I've seen that happening. How many of you can make a bed like this? Tell me. You make a bed, okay, you just jump in it and go to sleep now. I'm so tired, no time for anything else. Yeah. Even to make bed is an art which Krishna possesses. How beautiful is this? How much grounded is this? Do you think artistic quality is only playing flute or dancing and all? Of course, it is the case. Making riddles, you know, making riddles, poetry, impromptu poetry, dressing in a particular way. Yeah. And Krishna's devotees are also so artistic. So when Mother Yashoda would dress Krishna before he would go to the forest. Now, where do we go? We go to we go to school, nicely dressed, wearing school dress, nice shirt and tie, nice shoes, and all those things. Yeah. Or we go to meet friends, wearing shirt and pant, or shorts and trousers and whatever it is, t-shirts. Where does Krishna go every day in the morning? To the forest. He goes to the forest. How many of us go to the forest? What does he do? He tend cows. For cows, wherever the cows we want the grass, he'll take them. He goes to the forest. What Krishna does. Vanachari, one who walks in the forest. And when Mother Yashoda and all the other gopis, elder gopis, when they would dress their children, Mother Yashoda would dress Krishna, and Mother Rohini would dress Balaram, all the other cowherd gopis made who are older, the children, and were Krishna's age. They dress their children, nicely decorate themselves. And as I said it many times, they're decorated as if they're going to act in a play. Makeup, nice. Those decorations around the eyes, eye ointment. What is it called in English? In Hindi is called, what do we call it? Kajal. In Hindi it's called kajal. What do we call it in English? Eye ointment. So what's it called? Kajal. Search out in Google. Find out. I don't think there's a word. They don't have kajal.
Is it mascara?
Mascara. Yeah, probably that's right. Mascara. They have mascara. Mascara is here on the eyelids. Mascaras. But this kajal is different. They apply underneath it like this.
It's eyeliner, Prabhuji.
Eye
Eyeliner.
eyeliner. Yeah, they put a yeah they put a that's right, a liner there. That's right. That's right, a liner there. My God, it's dangerous putting the. How many of you have Matas may put eyeliner? I understand nowadays, but how many of you have put kajal like this? They put kajal on your eyes, or somebody else puts kajal in your eyes? Raise your hands. Yeah, only two. Who else? Only two. That's it. Nobody has put eyeliners, a kajal in your eyes. Eyeliners may put. Oh, very unfortunate. Tell your mother, why would you put kajal in my eyes, mother? One more there. Three, kajal. You must put kajal. Nice. It's very good for eyes. Nowadays, you don't even get kajal. Is it available? Must be in short supply. Very not available so easily. Probably. They don't use. They say it's very bad for health. Nowadays, you see, hands are not very clean. COVID will go through the hands. At the time, there was no COVID. Even with children. Anyway, so this is how they were dressing Krishna. So nicely, beautiful, as if he's going to act in a drama. And they would dress also that way, carry their own sticks and then their own lunch boxes. But they themselves, when they would go to the forest, they would search out those sand, mineral sand, and they apply on top of it themselves also, each other's, to decorate even more. How many of us men apply this kind of decoration on our face? We say, what is this going on? Women apply decoration. They spend time. We say, okay, women are given all liberty, they're given all charity, no problem. Perfectly all right. But men doing like this, people laughing. Is it not so? Imagine you applying makeup and going, yeah, this is you are somebody different character. Have you seen men applying makeup apart from going to the dramas and this thing, movies? I was so surprised when they were applying makeup to me when I was doing drama. I was always Rakshasa in my drama. I was the best demon. How many of you seen me Ravana acting as Ravana? Anyone seen me acting as Ravana? Yeah, no, you have not seen. You missed it, man. My son remembers still now. They love it. There's no Ravan better than me. Man. Seriously, you make a drama, I'll come Ravan impromptu. I can make Hiranyakashipu, another one. I'll make a Hiranyakashipu too. You're ferocious. It's very easy. So they apply makeup on my face. I said, what are they doing? I was surprised. And then I thought, look, they apply like this every day. My God, before they go to their work, oh, step out of the room. Oh God, Hare Krishna. So that's why women are all allowed. 100 excuses are given, no problem. That's perfectly all right. No problem. But Krishna also acts like this. So I worship Govinda, the primal Lord, residing in his own realm, Golok, with Radha resembling his own spiritual figure, the embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of 64 artistic qualities, activities, in the company of her confidants. Who are they? The Sakhis. Others are not allowed. Sorry, we are not born that way. But we can be confidants of the Sakhis. You know? Yeah, yeah. We can be Manjaris too, Sakhis also, no doubt. There are unlimited Sakhis there. Eight are the main embodiments of the extensions of her bodily forms. They're all extensions of her bodily forms, permeated and vitalized by his ever blissful spiritual Dasa. Even the goddesses of fortune are from Radha and Gopi's extensions. See? Yeah. Permeated and vitalized. They keep vitalizing themselves by his ever blissful spiritual Rasa. There is no saturation. He is always blissful and his bliss expands. Anyone who comes in touch with him, their bliss expands. It revitalizes all the time. There is no question of other motivation. They are self-motivated. We are to be pushed, to do some devotional service. But when the love is there, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilocha. Prema Anjan, to the eyes. When our eyes are anointed with the love of Krishna. Premanjana Bhakti, Churita Bhakti Vilocha. To the ornament of devotion. When he blesses us to achieve that, we cannot achieve on our own. But the process that we are following to do so itself is blissful. Then imagine what happens when he blesses us and we become even more blissful, more blissful. That's called blessed life. That is the real meaning of a blessed life. Blissful is blessed life. Hare Krishna. Yes, please continue, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. The word rasa means taste or mellow. We enjoy sweet or candy because of their taste. Everyone is trying to enjoy some taste, and we want to enjoy sex because there is some taste there. That is called adi taste. Material tastes are different because they are tasted and quickly finished. Material tastes only last a few minutes. You may take a piece of candy, taste it, and say, "Oh, that is very nice." But you have to taste another in order to continue the enjoyment. Material taste is not unlimited, but real taste is without end. Spiritual taste cannot be forgotten. It goes on increasing. Anandambuddhi vardhanam.
So you don't have to take spiritual taste again and again. Once you start to taste it, that itself increases. Here, one candy you have, then finish, taste is over. I want to have some more candy. Taste is over. One more candy, taste is over. And then say, no more candies. My stomach is full now. This is material one. When spiritual, as Prabhupada says here, that you may take a piece of candy and taste it and say, oh, this is very nice. But you have to taste another in order to continue the enjoyment. Material taste is not unlimited, but real taste is without end. Spiritual taste cannot be forgotten. It goes on increasing. The moment you taste once, you want to keep it growing. It keeps it growing because you want to keep it growing. It keeps it growing and it grows. And the end comes and you want more. It increases. The capacity is up to you because Krishna has unlimited capacity to accept service. We have got limited capacity to give service, to provide service. But when we are providing services to Krishna, if we are experiencing the pleasure then we also want to increase our services, more service. Krishna can take keeping more. His saturation point never comes. So, but when our saturation point has come, we must understand that we are not experiencing the spiritual taste. When saturation becomes unlimited, that means we are experiencing spiritual taste. This is the point of our own test. Whether we are experiencing, how much are we experiencing? And we also become unlimited to the extent. We don't become him. We don't become Pacific Ocean. But just like a drop of ocean of Pacific, we have the same qualities. One drop of Pacific Ocean also has got the same quality of that of Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is unlimited. We are limited, but the quality is the same. This is the point we must try to hanker for. When will it come? I taste it, I enjoy it, I want to do more. Krishna can take more, more and more. Aniyor, aniyor, aniyor. Give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. And you increase in ecstasy, increase in ecstasy, increase in ecstasy. And Krishna is enjoying. You're happy and Krishna is enjoying. They'll give you more ecstasy. This is how it is. This is how chanting is. This is how cooking is. This is how studying is. This is how preaching is. So every activity of Krishna is. It's very practical. It's also emotions. Yeah. Is this point clear? Very nice. All of us can experience this. All of us are experiencing it also in our own extent. But when we're doing it, keep on expanding it. Expanding. You see, when all of us started our bhakti, we said chant 16 rounds. This is 16 rounds, I can't chant. Okay, chant one round. So chant one round. So, but don't stop from one. Don't make it half or make it zero. If whatever is there, start with it, whatever it is. Is it not so? That's how you've been taught. You're chanting two, keep chanting two, Don't worry, keep chanting two. Before chant, keep chanting four, slowly. That's how we are slowly for material things, we are finding time. We are the same people, we didn't have time. The same people, we've got 16 rounds, yeah, we have to do it, we do it. Yeah, because we've got a taste for it. Then we go deep in it. We're experiencing the chanting. Yeah, please continue. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says this taste is always increasing. Spiritual taste is like the ocean in the sense that it is very great. The Pacific Ocean is always tossing, but it is not increasing. By God's order, the ocean does not extend beyond its limit, and if it extends, there is havoc. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that there is another ocean, an ocean of transcendental bliss, ocean that is always increasing. आनन्दाम्बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृत स्वादनं सर्वतं स्नापनं परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तनम. By chanting Hare Krishna, our pleasure potency increases more and more. One who has realized Sri Krishna is always living in Vrindavan, Vaikuntha. Although a devotee may seem to be living in some place far from Vrindavan, he is always living in Vrindavan because he knows that Krishna is present everywhere, even even within the atom. The Supreme Lord is bigger than the biggest and smaller than the smallest. Once we are fully realized and established in Krishna consciousness, we never lose sight of Krishna, and our bliss is always increasing. This is the this is the true yoga system, Bhakti Yoga, as expounded by Lord Sri Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, completed now here. What is the next after this question? Let's see the next chapter. Does anyone have any questions on what we discussed so far? It was one-way communication this time. It's not an interactive part, but generally one-way communication doesn't drive too much inquisitiveness, unless some information is given. It's hearing. That's why I like to have interactivity, poking, some interactivity. But anything you want to share of something else or realization of this?
The next chapter is mastering the mind and senses. Should we start there?
Yes, please. Thank you. Can we have some other reader, please? Thank you. Any volunteers, please? Master the mind and senses. No volunteers to master the mind and senses? Yes, Padma, please start. Thank you.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Varun Prabhuji, for reading. Chapter 2, Mastering the Mind and Senses. Yam sannyasam iti prahu yogam tam vidhi pandava nahi asanyasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kashana. What is called renunciation is the same as yoga, or linking oneself with the Supreme. For no one can become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 2.
Again. Read the translation again, please.
What is called renunciation is the same as yoga, or linking oneself with the Supreme. For no one can become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 2. This is the real purpose of the practice of yoga.
Press, can
The
we
word
just
yoga.
sorry, Prabhuji. Can you just click on 6.2? Let us go to the word synonym. Click on it, you can. It'll take us there. Yeah. Is this from the Prabhupada books, original 22?
Yep.
Okay, all right, let's go. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, synonyms, but
Yam
Srila
sannyasam
Prabhupada, Srila
iti
Prabhupada.
prabhu.
Yam sannyasam iti prahur yogam tam vidhi pandava nahi asanyasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kaschana. Synonyms for Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yam, what? Sannyasam, renunciation. Iti, thus. Prahu, they say. Yogam, linking with the Supreme. Tam, that. Vidhi, you must know. Pandava, O son of Pandu. Na, never. He, certainly. Asanyasta, without giving up. Sankalpa, self-satisfaction. Yogi, a mystic transcendentalist. Bhavati, becomes. Kaschana, anyone. What? Renunciation, thus, they say, linking with the Supreme, that you must know, O son of Pandu, never, certainly, asanyasta, Certainly, without giving up self-satisfaction, a mystic transcendentalist becomes anyone.
Good translation now. Thank you, brother.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yes.
What is called renunciation is the same as yoga, or linking oneself with the Supreme. For no one can become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for self gratification.
So again here, what is called renunciation, sannyas, is the same as yoga, linking oneself with the Supreme. This is not revolutionary statement. Meaning sannyas means it's an ashram. Of course, sannyas is an ashram. Okay, but by definition, sannyas means what? Bhakti yoga, linking with the Supreme. So all of us, that's why we say all of us have to be sannyasi, men especially. Ladies also can be sannyasi, but not sannyasi. Ladies don't become sannyasi physically, but devotionally you can be. What's wrong? Yeah, they're very revolutionary. Krishna is breaking down the concept. We think, oh, sannyasi means only saffron dress and somebody who was given and his holiness. Why? That's not what Krishna is saying here. What is called renunciation or sannyasam, renunciation, is the same as yoga or the linking oneself with the Supreme. For no one can become a yogi or a sannyasi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. So what do we have to renounce? Sense gratification. So if you are externally being a sannyasi, wearing a dress of a sannyasi, yes, change of dress. If you don't change your dress, you can still be sannyasi if you give up sense gratification. Simple. Then you become a yogi or a sannyasi. Bhakti yogi, especially. And very nice. Purport Shri Prabhupada, come to the purport, Krishnadas. Real sannyas yoga or bhakti means that one should know his constitutional position as a living entity and act accordingly. In one sentence, Prabhupada is given everything. You should know why you are born, what is your position, full stop. The living entity has no separate independent identity. He is the marginal energy of the Supreme. When he is entrapped by material energy, he is conditioned. And when he is in Krishna conscious, when he is Krishna conscious or aware of spiritual energy, then he is in his real and natural state of life. The blueprint. Therefore, one is in complete when one is in complete knowledge, one ceases all material sense gratification and renounces all kinds of sense gratificatory activities. But for that, for the complete sense gratification to be stopped, we should have complete knowledge and realized knowledge, not just knowledge. Realized knowledge is important. That's when one by himself ceases material sense gratification. This is practiced by the yogis who restrain the senses from material attachment. But a person in Krishna consciousness has no opportunity to engage in senses in anything. No opportunity to engage senses in anything, which is not for the purpose of Krishna. But he's doing everything for the purpose of Krishna. This is how an expert, devotee should be expert to do everything for Krishna. So there is no chance for him to do anything else. When he does it, something for himself, he knows I'm wasting time. Time wastes time. Therefore, a Krishna conscious person is simultaneously a sannyasi and a yogi. See, both. A devotee is both. The purpose of knowledge and of restraining the senses as prescribed in the Gnana and Yoga process is automatically served in Krishna consciousness. Restraining of the senses. The purpose of knowledge and restraining the senses. Both of this are in Krishna consciousness. Why do we gain knowledge and how do we control our senses? There are two separate processes for it. Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga and other Ashtanga Yoga. But we combine these two in Bhakti Yoga automatically. Yoga of the spirit soul. If one is unable to give up the activities of his selfish nature, see how beautiful, selfish nature, then Jnana and Yoga are of no avail. So we should give up. The real aim is for a living entity to give up all selfish satisfaction and be prepared to satisfy the Supreme. A Krishna conscious person has no desire for any kind of self. Krishna, can you go down, please? Any kind of self enjoyment. He's always engaged for the enjoyment of the Supreme. One who has no information of the Supreme must therefore engage in self satisfaction. The last time I can't see for some reason in my phone, Yeah, okay. Because no one can stand on the platform of inactivity. Well, let me see. A Krishna conscious person has no desire for any kind of self enjoyment. He's always engaged for the enjoyment of the Supreme. One who has no information of the Supreme must therefore engage in self satisfaction because no one can stand on the platform of inactivity. All these purposes are perfectly served in the parameter of Krishna consciousness. So if one is not Krishna conscious, is bound to do material self gratification. This is the point. Okay, let's go back then where we started, Krishna. Thank you. Yes, please. Would you please start? Thank you. You can continue.
This is the real purpose of the practice of yoga. The word yoga means to join. Although we are naturally part and parcel of the Supreme, in a conditioned state, we are now separated. Because of our separation, we are reluctant to understand God and to speak of our relationship with Him, and are even inclined to think of such discussion as a waste of time. In a church or in a Krishna consciousness temple, we speak of God, but people in general are not very interested. They think it is a waste of time, a kind of recreation in the name of spiritual advancement. And they believe that this time could be better used to earn money or enjoy themselves in a nightclub or restaurant. Therefore, it is due to sense enjoyment that we are not attracted to God, and therefore it is said that those who are addicted to sense enjoyment cannot become yogis. That is, they are not eligible to participate in the yoga system. One cannot advance in any yoga system if he partakes in sense gratification and then sits down to try to meditate. This is just a colossal hoax. Such contradictory activity has no meaning. First of all, yoga means controlling the senses. Yam, niyam. There are 8 stages of yoga. Yam, niyam, asan, dhyan, dharana, pranayam, pratyahar, and samadhi. In this sixth chapter, in which the Lord speaks of the Sankhya Yoga system, he states from the very beginning that one cannot become a yogi unless one renounces the desire for sense gratification. Therefore, if one indulges his senses, he cannot be accepted as a yogi. Yoga demands strict celibacy. In the yoga system, there is no sex life. If one indulges in sex, he cannot be a yogi. Many so called yogis come from India to America and say, yes, you can do whatever you like. You can have as much sex as you like. Just meditate. I will give you some mantra and you will give me some money. This is all nonsense. According to the authoritative statements of Sri Krishna, one cannot become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. This is explicitly stated as the first condition for yoga practice.
Okay, let's stop here. So, also, this is all nonsense purposes. According to the authoritative statements of Sri Krishna, no one cannot become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. And we also heard that yogi and sannyasi is the same thing. So one cannot be called a sannyasi also, according to Krishna, if he is not given up the desire for sense gratification. And anyone who has given up desire for sense gratification is a sannyasi also and a yogi also. It's very simple. Don't become dogmatic. With a view of Krishna and Shastra, we have to view things, see things, and then judge for ourselves who's a yogi, who's a sannyasi, who's His Holiness, and who's not His Holiness. Yeah, this is very important. The biggest thing is the tongue, the capacity of enjoying the tongue one is reduced. Capacity to eat, to speak, who has control of this? That person is a yogi. Not that who will give a list of what he wants to eat. That is just artificial sannyasis. I'm very sorry to say, that's not sannyas. We have seen it happening, making a list. I'm going to eat this item and that item and that item and that item, to run around making it. But to sannyasi means whatever is there, don't worry. It's there, is there, not there, not there. That's fine. So, yes, Prabhupada ate palatable prasadam. It was given palatable prasadam. He would insist upon good prasadam, but he didn't get. We had Guru Maharaj not having prasadam. There was no food. There was no bhoga. No prasad. So they would make sure he goes and eats in Langar in Dwarka, another temple prasad distribution place. And when there will be some devotee coming in the temple, and they will bring some kela, banana to offer to Krishna, they will decide, devotee is there waiting. Once he goes away offering, they will take the banana and eat that. Offering to Krishna. That is their prasad. There is no prasada. This is how we have come from. We are followers of that personality. We understand this? There is no question of luxury for a sannyasi. When Maharaj didn't have it, we say, oh, Maharaj, Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. I can do it. No, why should you do it? We should not do it. You've seen the fan, table fan, going on. I've told you these things. The bed with two legs and two are stones. You show me one person who sleeps like this. Show me one person. Rich or poor, even sannyasis. They're palatial places. They're made of marbles. Their bed is made up of marbles. So you have your marble, you earn your money, make marble palace for yourself. Who's stopping you? But don't depend upon somebody else. This is a big wrong thing. We don't follow this way. We don't go and criticize anybody, but we will not be cheated. Okay? Right? Let us stop here now. Anyone has any questions to anything to say from our discussion?